Alright, so as I was saying, that's why when you graduate, you get a square cap, you toss it off. You've graduated. Their train of thinking, their training of thinking, their way of logic, devoid of any part of the other that guarantees you true illumination. Also with the mixture of the brainwashing you're getting from Sunday school and whatever else, and the movies and the TVs and the entertainment that's destroying your mind. And you have to think what most things that you use as entertainment, and you take the word entertainment, entertain, mind, mint, minty, mind. Square TVs, square phones, everything's square. You live in a square house with square rooms, square doors, square windows, all to keep you in a square train of thinking, devoid of any spirituality whatsoever. So you can go to church as many times as you want, 7 days a week instead of Sunday and Wednesdays and any other day, and you're still not going to come any closer to God because you don't really understand what it is you're dealing with. So let's get into different words as well. I want to jump into, like I said, the words are really big, so we're going to jump into a few key words, and then we'll jump into another topic. So you have words like, now we're going to help you understand spirituality a little bit, the spiritual side of things. So you got the Quran, you've got Islam, you've got the word man, you've got enlightenment, but we'll just start with those for right now. The Quran is knowledge, order, rhythm, astrology, nature. Islam, I, self, law, am, master. Man, master, able, noble. Enlightenment is the inner light inside your mind. And enlightenment, just like with the word song in the Bible, you rearrange it, you get lamps, the light of the world, which is you. Every single one of you out there, you are the light, the way. But we dwell in darkness, and we dwell in a world that you mostly walk around in your lower nature, in your hell state, because it's a state of mind. So let's go to so Jesus disappeared for 18 years, from 12 to 30. And a lot of those teachings are banned, and a lot of those teachings are not taught. That's where he teaches I am. But here's out of the Moorish Quran, big ups to Noble Drew Ali on the Moorish movement. Here's a quote from him. And Jesus said, "My brother, man, your thoughts are wrong. Your heaven is not far away, and it is not a place of metes and bounds. It is not a country to be reached. It is a state of mind. Now cease to seek for heaven in the sky. Just open up your heart." So we're going to stop right there. There, in the own words, it said, it's a state of mind. So if you think devilish, you'll get hell. You think higher nature, but don't just run around thinking, oh, if I do good, only good things will happen to me, because good things happen to bad people all the time, and bad things happen to good people all the time. So that's not what I'm trying to tell you. That your life is going to be perfect once you realize all this stuff, because no, it's a tussle day in and day out of those three people, the three wise men: your higher self, your lower self, and your heart self. And it's just all about making those three work in a way as such to where you've reached a state of godhood. It's not for the world to judge you and for the world to be the litmus test on your goddessness or your godhood, as far as if you're a man. So let's see. Let's do some more words like resurrection. God resurrected. Resurrection. Resi means head. Rection means to rise, to stimulate. stimulate. So your Kundalini energy resides. That's a good way to segue into this part of, the lecture. Your Kundalini energy resides underneath the bottomless pit, which, the bottomless pit is your stomach. Underneath there, you have what is used for what you know as sex. And sex is a weird topic, but if you understand what's going on, it's not so strange. They frown upon it in religion and stuff like that, but that's just because they don't want you to really know what's going on. So let's just tell you it's bad and you'll go to hell and leave it at that. So sex is a sacred energy exchange. That's sex. That's what you're doing. So, because all is energy and energy is all. That's all we are. We're just energy and motion, emotions. That's what you are, energy and motion. That's why when they show you movies, they say this motion picture. It's energy and motion that you're watching, and you're getting emotions from, whether it be you watching a scary movie, a funny movie, an action movie. It does not matter. So, and we'll segue into that towards the end. I'll kind of give you an insight of how they get your mind with this entertainment and keep your third eye calcified and keep it to where you're just dead in a dormant spirit that just is wandering around this earth waiting on the comeback of some savior that isn't coming back to save you. You're supposed to save yourself. That is what Jesus taught. That is what the Buddhists taught. That is what the monks taught, the Shams. Anybody, wherever you go, you save you. And then in doing that, you can save other lights and souls around you. Or dark souls. It does not matter. Just depends on what's going on your journey. So when we talk about sex, let's go into, this is a good book right here. This is The Esoteric Philosophy of Love and Marriage by Dion Fortune, which is a great author. Get as many books as you can by Dion Fortune. But another one, Gerald Massey, Aleister Crowley, Manly P. Hall, Peter Moon. These are good people to study esoteric ways of thought from. And I'll give out some more good authors and good people for esoteric train of thoughts and just different trains of thoughts in general towards the end of the video. So I took time and studied what sex was for quite a while, and then too, you have to experience these things, and I'm not telling you to go out there and just do whatever, but you have to understand, like I said, the 6 and the 9, the masculine and the feminine, combining those energies. So, and man is not man unless man is half woman. Woman is not woman unless woman is half man. So all of us are feminine and masculine. It's not just, she's feminine and he's masculine. No, like for example, I'm a Pisces, like how Jesus was the 2 fish. But I'm water, so I'm inherently feminine. But I was born a man, which is the polarity and the duality of it. So I'm also fire and I'm masculine. So I had trouble all my life balancing those because I didn't have an understanding of who I was and what I was. So I had trouble balancing that fire and that water. But once you get that, then you can do something beautiful like set fire and water on top of each other in a harmonious state. And it'll be something beautiful, just like setting the sun and the moon together. Because that's all being like, say for example, being a Mason. That's Masonic knowledge, Masonic gnosis. So you have 3 different trains of thoughts that are taught in religious beliefs. So you got Christianity, Judaism, and Muslim. But there's plenty more, but I'm going to stick with those 3. The esoteric way to understand those is Christianity. You have the Gnostic way, the Gnosis way, which just means knowing. You can get stuff like the Gospel of Thomas and a lot of banned books, such as the Book of Enoch, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, the Gospel of Judas, the Apocalypse of Peter, and so forth. You have Judaism, which is the Kabbalah, the Holy Kabbalah by A.E. Waite, great read. It'll teach you about the tree of life, which is the self, which is the body, and a whole lot of other stuff that really touches on the true spirituality that they frown upon. such as like the Gospel of Thomas, which is the truth. So like in the Gospel of Thomas, it says, heaven is all around you, but you're too drunk to see it. But that's because you're looking with these two eyes, which are a cheat. You have to look with your third eye. Then you'll really understand